and I figured why not hang out while I make the things. So there's a couple things. First of all, for those of you who don't know, I went carnivore. Yes, it's weird. I feel so much better. My brain, my body shrinking. Can't tell I'm wearing a dark old sweatshirt because I'm gonna cook hamburger probably in a pan. Although, so what's happening now is magnesium bicarbonate. I'm gonna tell you why and how. I'm going to make probably cheeseburgers with bacon. And then I'm going to, when my Cuisinart comes out of the dishwasher, I'm going to again make the cheesecake because we ate it. And after it's cold, the cheesecake I made last night, you want it cold or it gets denser, and it actually is cheesecake. Last night we had it when it was still warm, so it was a little fluffy, but it's great. So I'm gonna pull out some ingredients and we're gonna hang out. Hey, roller girl. So I got this fancy jar of pristine hydro. It's magnesium bicarbonate. I have an Arrow, let's get it. So I'm going to tell you why I do this. Basically, I make a bottle of it and I drink it throughout the day. And it's really making me and my daughter so relaxed. Magnesium relaxes you. It helps you sleep, okay? It's also alkalizing. And it helps your bones, your nervous system, and your muscles. And so it also fights inflammation. And it's, if you have any heartburn, it neutralizes the stomach acids. So I would watch, what's the best way for someone, a newbie, to learn how to go carnivore? There's so much info out there. Dr. Ken Berry, Dr. Anthony Chaffee, Steak and Butter Gal, amazing. The Primal Bod podcast. There's so much, just stick to the facts. And you could be animal based. Basically, you know, I'm having some eggs these days. Not that much fish, but I would eat it. Not chicken. I'm not having any bird. I'm having meat. And it's pretty simple. I have yogurt. I make my L. reuteri yogurt. I looked up how to pronounce it. I was pronouncing it L. reuteri, and I have heard that the Latin is reuteri. Anyway, it's very, very potent probiotic yogurt that gets rid of or helps your small intestines rid yourself of bacterial overgrowth. SIBO, S-I-B-O yogurt, Dr. Davis. I do take potassium. I do take, they're over there, my supplements, but I think it's good to eat fish and sardines. Steak is great and tasty. Hamburgers are great and tasty. And if you don't want to splatter and deal with a pan, sometimes I just like to cook it in a pan, and then I pour out the extra fat and I keep it in a jar, and that's what I use to cook eggs and different things. So it's all good. So I'm going to show you, hold on. Showing you, I'm going to plug in my, hold on. I'm going to be showing you my arc. I guess I'll do it over here, but this is the fancy soda water maker. And you don't have to get a fancy one, but I wanted one that was pretty in the kitchen because I wanted to bring it out because I use it all the time. And I chill water, okay? I chill the water up to the line. Then I just, it's really cool. No, I'm not having any greens, no, but you can have greens. So under here is the cartridge, so you just pop it in, screw it in, and they have a system, AARKE has a system where they send you a box, you send back the cartridges, they send you full ones, so you're not throwing out the metal cartridge. So we just put it in here, and and then we unscrew it, and I let it sit for a minute because if you put I put Cherry Apothecary in here. I love the Cherry Apothecary from Purium. The link's below. If it's too bubbly, it will all bubble out. So I wait a second and then I put in a little bit of monk fruit drops, no erythritol in them, and the magnesium bicarbonate, just a quarter teaspoon. Let's see if it's gonna bubble. But I notice it's relaxing me to the point where sometimes I'm like, is that too much? See, you put it in there. And then I will add, I may make cherry. It's like having a cherry soda. So lovely. This is the Apothecary. It's anti-aging and it's sleep support. Cherry relaxes you. So absolutely no greens. You can have. I have a friend who started doing this alongside me and he makes veggies. So you can. And we'll put in a little monk fruit drops. And then we have we're covered in the magnesium department. And that's it. And that's the soda. So I always have one that I'm drinking, one that I'm chilling. You know, it's like it's a thing. So, okay, we did that together. Let's have a sip. Never had meat cravings. I had meat nightmares. No meat cravings. Never, not once. Maybe once in 20 years. So now we are going to, we can't make the cheesecake yet, but apathy cherry. It's Apothecary from Purium and it's my favorite. If you add that to water, you just drink more water. Okay, this is gonna go back. And I might actually make a hamburger in the Tasty because then I'm not splattering. Why not? Here. The link is below. I know this is backwards, but it's A-P-O-T-H-E, cherry, Apothecary. And I have a link for Purium below. It's so good. It's tart, it's sweet. So I have organic ground beef. I got at Whole Foods. I have raw cheddar. I got at Whole Foods. And we're just going to cook it in the Tasty. You're going to see how easy it is. I don't know, pan or Tasty. If I cook it in the pan, I cook bacon. Is that the weirdest thing? So if anybody can't deal, you can shut off the video now. Okay? So I always have a cutting board out. Cutting board out. I like to prep on my... It's not backwards. That's interesting. Yeah, so we have raw cheese. I always have a scissor handy. I think when you're starting any new regime, you just have to get good at a couple things and know how to feed yourself a little bit. And as you go, you're going to know what you like, how to do it. It becomes easier. And then you also know where to keep your things. Like I use this scissor so often, I'm going to keep it in my silverware drawer. I just decided. So we're always refining and learning and making more efficiency. Okay, so how much do I eat at each meal? Do I eat till full? Yes, I eat till I'm full. I do not worry about how much. And then I do not eat until I'm hungry again. And that's normally I've been like a snacker. But this is like you're satiated for such a long time. And it just doesn't feel like you want a snack, which is really rare, right? For me. So you eat maybe more at a meal. You eat until you're full. I heard someone say eat until it looks unappealing. So it's really physically unappealing. And then you stop. So there's no calorie restriction. There's no limiting of fat. In fact, when you make steak, You put some butter on it. I highly recommend Steak and Butter Gal. She's got recipes that are so gorgeous. The cheesecake was insane. It was better the next day because it like solidified and densed. So I'm gonna chill it before eating it. So I just cut this in quarters. I like to make small burgers. You don't know if you could do what? This? You don't have to do it. That's the thing. You only do it if you can do it. And it's really bizarre. It took me 3 weeks to mentally prepare myself, not mentally get okay with it. And then I felt so good that I just had to be okay with it. My brain worked better and everything was just... So I'm going to make the patties. Your phone died? No more snacking. Don't need to snack. Yeah, the cheesecake was so good. And we have a Ninja ice cream maker. I have to unbox it. And you have to make your mixtures like 8 hours in advance and freeze them. So I got to get on that. Hi. Pizza made with a meat crust. You can definitely make it carnivore, and I think it might be a really fun project. Yeah, I'm gonna make all kinds of things. Hey, the cheesecake was so good after it was cold, Craig. And your French lesson was superbe. C'est magnifique. Sunny D here, making hamburger patties. So should we cook them? I think we're gonna cook them in the pan just because I have my dark blue, very old sweatshirt on because I don't like to splatter new, nice things. So that way sometimes I put like a couple pieces of bacon in to flavor it. Did you use any sweetener in the cheesecake? I did. I used monk fruit that is no erythritol. There's deer. There's deer. I have deer going by. I saw javelina. I don't know. I want to cook these in the tasty? It's so much less messy. I love this old dark blue sweatshirt. I agree. I'm watching deer and I'm hanging out with you deers. Turkey bacon. I don't like turkey bacon. I don't want any turkey. Sarah Jane, do you feel all the training you did on becoming a raw vegan chef was a waste of time? No, it was art and fun and my lifestyle. I had such a fun lifestyle and I met so many people because of it. No, I don't have that feeling that it was a waste of time. Do I wish I knew about this sooner? Kinda. As you get older and you just, yeah. I'm putting these in the tasty. I'm going to show you. I have to probe one with the thermometer. I don't mind that I did what I did, although I'm kind of like, we can admit that maybe it wasn't the best for so long. I think it's a very cleansing diet, and I think I was fine at it. I was good at it, but I'm good at making things taste good and making them pretty, and it's fine. Okay, it's in a drawer, and you just plug. You're not far back enough for me to show you. Are you? I don't have a setup to watch the tasty. Maybe I do. Here. Sorry if you're dizzy. Okay, so basically I put the probe in one of them. It's a thermometer. And if you use the settings for steak, you can decide, oh, it's New York strip. I want it well done. Press OK, and it handles it for you. It's genius. And now I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to air fry. I'm just going to press steak. It does slow cooking. And you could turn up, I'm going to put it at 250. I'm going to see how it goes. We'll just see how it goes, and I'll open the drawer and test it. Let me see your questions. I like your questions. Everybody should be what they want to be when they want to be it. Yes, my kitchen videos on raw food are still there. There's a million videos and they're all still there, and I bless them. Like, I love that time. So I'm not one of those people that's like mad about it. I'm not mad about raw food, and I'm not mad at what I'm doing now. It's just what I'm doing now. No apologies, no whatever, just that was then, this is now. Now with Dara. So I'm cutting some slices of raw cheese, raw cheddar, and that will go on top when it's on its way to being cooked. I want to salt those burgers. It's just a journey, and it's one life, and you guys, it goes pretty quick, and you just got to do the best you can with what you have and follow your intuition. That's the biggest thing. Don't listen, you have to do this, you're going to be sick. It's more just like, does that pique your interest? Can you do it? Does it sound like you could do it? And then you just do it and you see how it feels. Piece of cheese. Now, I'm waiting for the dishwasher to empty so I can make the cheesecake. Today, I only have half the amount of cream cheese, and I'm gonna improvise and use the other portion as cottage cheese. So it'll be a cottage cheese, cream cheese, egg, monk fruit, vanilla, pinch of salt. I might put in some beef protein powder. Dairy's fine for me. I don't miss grains. My whole videos popped up. Yeah, they were fun, right? Regina, Veronica, hi honey. Thank you for saying I glow even brighter. It's now with Dara. Just now. It's not then. Let's be present and in the present and stay current. That's my biggest thing. It's like, be willing to change for what you need now. I don't know anything about hydrogen vehicles for clean air. Veronica, I'm sending you hugs. It's been a long time. That's the new series, Now with Dara. If I do a membership site, which I'm thinking about, just it's like a club or Camp Dara, where we all gather and we could Zoom and I could hear you guys too and see you. Either way, it's Now with Dara. It has been clean, clear, and bright. It's wise, wild, and free. But right now, it's just now. Now with me. So what do you think? I think I'm gonna make some bacon too. Big hugs, aww. Veronica's beautiful and wise, like all y'all. I've actually known Veronica from in person. Do you eat do I eat organ meats? I use pluck, which is like dried organ meats, because I haven't gotten up to it. I do have beef liver that I've not defrosted. Organic bacon from Whole Foods. Thank you, Valerie. You ate so much bacon, Alexandra. Oh my God, it's so good. So I also want you guys to consider making the El Reuterai yogurt because it is so uncured Sunday bacon, Applegate Organics. No antibiotics ever. I don't know what to say. This is what it is. But I cut it open and then I cut the bacon in half so it's shorter pieces. I cut the whole thing in half. This scissor goes in the dishwasher frequently. I cut it in half. Can you believe we're doing this on my channel? It's kind of radical. Okay, in goes the bacon. Now, what I do, I don't like turkey bacon. Ever since Terry ate turkey and she experienced gluten problems, because the turkeys eat the gluten or they eat grains and then you're getting the grains in you. Doesn't happen with cows. So I turn this on. I turn my light on. I always have a pan cover so that I can go like this, right? So it's not splattering this way. You never thought of what? Yeah, I didn't either until she had an episode where she was foggy-headed for like 12 hours. It was terrible. Hi, Maya. Did I have detox symptoms when I started introducing meat? No, I didn't, because I came from a no grains, no potatoes. I was raw vegan, no sugar when I went carny. So what happened was I did not have any symptoms. One time, sometimes you might have back pain, which could be kidneys because you're getting rid of oxalates. Have some black tea, have some matcha. I had no symptoms. Once in a while, I'll be like, whoa, I feel tired. I think it's because of the El Roideri yogurt. Because you could be like getting rid of, bacteria. You could be getting rid of oxalates. You could be having cravings for all kinds of things and not feel well. If you're eating any sugar or gluten, you're feeding parasites. When they die off, it's not fun. Think of the words die off. Not fun. So, better out than in. It's not fun. If you declutter too hard, you might feel sick. It's like a decluttering your body. Maritza. Yeah, I'm not digging the turkey. For me. That's just me. I take electrolytes, LYTE, drops in my water, but I don't feel I need them. Well, I'm having this. Actually, I need to make us some. These are mineral salts. Actually, I need this. We need these. We've been having magnesium, and we also need to have this in our water. So I'm going to use a pot of cherry, make it cherry flavored because this doesn't taste good, but these are mineral salts. It increases alkalinity, reduces acidity, and minerals, which we need. So that's happening now. You want to have fish or sardines, or else you want to take DHA. I think that's the name. DHA. I'll show you which ones I take. I'm coming back at ya. Okay, potassium bicarbonate. Got to add potassium. These are my electrolytes that I've always used. Light Show. This is EPA, Elite EPA. It's going to give you the fatty acids if you're not eating the fish. I have to remind, I'm going to take out sardines and put them on the counter. I should be cooking fish. I just ordered some wild salmon, so I will be making fish. All of this was recommended by Terry, who does her research, and then she tells me. Living silica, this is nothing to do with carnivore. This removes aluminum from the brain, so you have a clearer brain, and it doesn't taste like anything, and it's great. So it's going in, and I'm gonna put some cherry, make it a cocktail. You get tired sometimes or a little cranky. It's oxalate removal. It's die-off of bacteria, and it's just plain change. You're just changing. Hold on. We gotta remember that our hamburgers are in the Tasty. I love the Tasty. Okay, does this look appealing? No, it doesn't. It's double the amount. So we're gonna have 2 glasses of this, one for Jada, one for me. She's been doing the carnivore with me. Last night she had headache. Backache it could be kidneys. It's getting rid of oxalates. Make sure you have black tea. Headache, right? Detox symptoms. You could get cranky, no big deal. Hi, the Wellness Brew. I'm not going to share the link because that requires me to go backwards, but it's called Orgono Living Silica. You can find it on, it boosts collagen. It supports, the silicon supports your joints and bones, and it's good for your skin, hair, and nails, and it reduces aluminum. Oh, the 4 salts does not taste good. I'm not gonna fool you. I'm gonna put some monk fruit in it, pinch of salt, hope for the best. But that's how you know it's good for you. Jada's here, I've been here for a week doing this. Okay, now it tastes good. A little pinch of salt, yes, and the monk fruit. Super happy with it. I'm gonna go pass it along, I'll be right back. Oh. So you got distracted? I could easily get distracted talking with you guys, answering questions, and cooking. Okay, I'm going to hand this to my partner. I'll be right back. Show you again, it's called Orgono, Living Silica. I also have MCT oil, which I often add to my, this, magnesium bicarbonate. I'm headed out with 2 liquids for my girl. I'll be right back. Sorry, you guys. I go on walks and I collect little nature things to make things like this. Let's not consume, let's create. Let's not be overly consuming. I thought about it today. I'm like, we could be consuming all the time, just consuming what's out there. We can also be creating. Sculpey. I know. Then get it tasty because you won't splatter. It's all contained in its drawer. Ooh, they look good. I'm not done. I don't like splatter, but you clean it up. Oh, Terry also told me about this cleaner that you dilute. So this is pretty expensive, but use a little bit, and I put it in like a mustard thing with water. And that's what I clean. It's called Stanley, and it's a degreaser. All right, here we go. We're doing good. You're welcome. I'm your tip girl. Now, does anybody have any questions? Because I just threw a lot at you. But I get a lot of questions on Instagram, and I'm like, just follow me. Follow me on YouTube. That's where it's happening. Ah, the Cuisinart's out. We can make the dessert. Who wants to make the dessert? Watch how easy this is, because now that I've made it before. Is this good? I don't want to. Yeah, that's good. Shut the bacon. Thanks for answering, Ari and Mary. The monk fruit drops, I say it every time, I'll say it again. Now, real food, organic. That's what it looks like. Amazon. It's the best. I got powdered non-erythritol, but I like the liquid. Okay, fresh Cuisinart. Can you see me? Yes, you can see me. Okay. Dessert coming up. We need the blade. That's the thing. When someone teaches you how to do something, you always remember them when you do it. Like my mom and I did the Cuisinart together. She was like, just do this. And we figured it out. I remember going, what's this piece for? Oh, it's the shredder. And every time I use it, I must have been 15, 16. It's a long time that I think of my mom every time. Be careful with the blade. Cheryl, what do you guess I am? Extrovert or introvert? Okay, I'm getting out the ingredients. Are you ready? She got to use it. I know. Did it work her frywall? The ketogenic woman used a silicone frywall she got off Amazon ring. I heard Amazon. It's a silicone ring that fits in your cast iron or skillet, and you order by the size your skillet is. I still need to get a cast iron. I think Regina told me about one. I want a high-walled cast iron, and that's what I'm going to cook in. The carnivore diet is so good for, I have Hashimoto's. It's so good for autoimmune disorders. What am I looking for? Oh, my cup. I don't even have a little measuring cup here, but we need a 1/4 cup of heavy whipping cream. Yes, I don't know. I had a friend who had one and she said it didn't work. So do you find that do you think it works? I am. That's funny. Both of you are correct because I'm what's called a high talking introvert. So I love people and I'm energetic and I'm friendly. But the thing that makes me an introvert is that I have to retreat to myself to rest. I don't get energy from other people. I get energy by being alone. But I appear as a extrovert many times. And who knows when you get older? I mean, I last did the test or figured that out years ago. I just need a lot of time to myself, but I'm also an artist. And my daughter said, I was like, I'm not alone. She goes, no, she's like, you just are better at being alone than most people. I guess we need this. All right, in goes that. In goes, I love opening, this reminds me of my youth, opening up cream cheese. The cheesecake patty came out so good, especially after it chilled in the refrigerator overnight. So after I make this, I'm gonna let it cool, and then I'm going to stick it in the freezer so we can, it needs to dense. I love being alone and I'm good with people. Exactly, Rocky. Glenn, you too? Hypothyroidism, yes, Hashimoto's. I've had it for years and years. I take a little bit of Armour thyroid. That's the state mine is in. But if I'm stressed, it gets bad. And my diet was not helping it. And I tried to do raw vegan the way I always did it. And my blood sugar was like bad. Now, we have to estimate, so it called for 16 ounces of cream cheese. I only have 8, so I'm going to use half of this cottage cheese, organic. I really like this one, Clover Sonoma Organic. So I will use half the tub, and it will mimic, maybe be a little fluffier of a cheesecake, but still delicious. And I might, don't forget to remind me, remember to remind me to use I need a bite of this. Okay. I am coming right back. Okay. When I make smoothies, which doesn't happen often, but I like to blend my amino acids from Purium, and I use this prime protein grass-fed beef isolate powder, and it's delicious, and I use it with, again, Terry's recipe. Raw kefir, ice, a scoop of this. It's Equip is the company, Equip, and 4 or 5 frozen cherries, and I use amino acids in it, which make it taste weird, but I'm gonna put some of this in there and see what happens. I got off of Synthroid years and years and years ago. Dr. Sadeghi helped me. You would cook this in ramekins, cover, add cook. Huh, that would be cute. I could do it in the yogurt maker. That would be super cute. Okay, we got our vanilla. I always do a pinch of salt in sweet things. So I'm gonna blend this, then I'm gonna add an egg. I'm remembering how this goes. Okay, I was yelling. It's not going to be as thick because the cottage cheese is more watery than the cream cheese. Egg time. Actually, I need to taste it. 2 eggs. I'm going to use a little more protein powder. You're not going to believe it, you guys. I ordered egg white powder. Okay, I'm making it up. That's me. I can't follow recipes. I followed it once, but not again. Aw, girl from the North Country, you've been watching me since the Penny Shelton days? That's awesome. Hi, OG. Nancy's Organic Cottage Cheese? No, I haven't. I haven't seen that. I like Kelowna Cottage Cheese. All right, so now, let's blend. Wow. All right. So I'm going to clean up a little bit. Let's check our hamburgers. I almost forgot about them. They're right in front of my face. I have to clean up and be organized. I have, oh yeah. Oh, they're not done. So I'm going to turn them over. They look gorgeous. And then, towards the very last minute, I will add some cheese on top. Can you see it? This is radical, you guys. I love that you're here with me doing this. We are crazy gals and guys. I need a clear space. I need clear spaces to create. We're creating, then we're consuming. It's such a treat. If you're detoxing and you're bummed out, nothing's exciting, or your daughter is because she's been just doing the hardcore carnivore, and then you're like, she sends you 4 recipes on desserts, what are you gonna do? How are you cooking your hamburgers in an air fryer? I made the patties. I put the thermometer in one of them. I turned it to 245 degrees, and I'm just checking to see when it's done. Poking it. It works. The Tasty air fryer is especially good for cooking meat. I don't know about other air fryers. I cannot answer. All right, you guys. We need some containers. I have some. Okay, super cute. I think the spring pans work the best, in my opinion. So I'm using the heart one today and another round one. And I love this little dish. Oven proof from Japan. It must be a little antique-y thing. Okay. Now, this is lighter and fluffier, but it looks really... And it fluffs up while it's cooking, so you only have to fill it like halfway full. And I put the oven on 350, and it's in there for 30 minutes. At 350 for 30 minutes. And it lasts in the fridge who knows how long, because it will not last in the fridge. So you don't have to worry about it. And I really want to double the recipe next time I make it, because it's that good. No joke. It is that good, you guys. So that's it. I'm going to take out the hamburger. I'm going to... And it took me about a half hour to clean up last night. It was worth it. It would be great if I did an interview with Jillian Berry about going from... Actually, Sarah, she has asked me to do her podcast. Did you know that? Yeah, air fryer is great. I'm going to shut mine off because I have no idea what's going on, but I do want to put the cheese slices on it. I don't want to overcook it. Since it's for myself, I can cut one in half and see how it went. It's perfect. So I'll just put the cheese on top and then put it back in just to warm up. They're beautiful. And they're not totally done, so I could just put that back in with a piece of cheese on it. Just let it warm while it's sitting there. Okay. Gorgeous. And it'll just melt while it's in there warm. Hopefully. There. And then I'm going to turn the oven on. Does she do interviews with other people who've gone carnivore? It's such a funny thing. She's raw vegan, right? Key lime cheesecake would be so good. This is my pottery, Sculpey clay. I want to do pottery. There's a studio in town. All right, so I think that's it for now, you guys. I don't eat fruit. Once in a while, I'll have a couple slices of apple or 4 cherries in my smoothie. That's the one thing I'm not averse to. I don't crave veggies. I would, Alexandra, go to a naturopath and get on Armour. But I can't. I'm a health practitioner. I don't know how long you've been on it, but the Armor's better. My video lighting, I'm using a little tripod thing with 2 little lights and one burnt out just now. Lots of changes in movements in your body. You absorb more, so you go less. You're not filling yourself with fiber and having to go all the time. My digestion is better. She's never had anyone on. Wow, I'll be the first person. I need to message her. Tell her I said hi and I'm coming. I love that she reached out. Bake. Oven light on. And that's it. We're going to heat it up. We got 1 little egg here. We're going to clean up because cleaning up is good. Do you guys want to see my abs? It's happening because of how I'm eating. And I'm stronger and I'm smarter. But don't feel bad if you have symptoms that make you don't all of a sudden feel happy all the time. You might feel down, especially the Roy yogurt could help make you feel anxious, depressed. When you start having die-off of things, it's not a pretty time. So you have to just roll with it and say, okay, I surrender. They're rock hard. Yeah, things are dying off. Thank you, Maritza. Hot mama. Thank you. My arms are getting better. My legs are getting better. So now I want to put this all on a tray. Shoot. Let's get the tray out. I'm operating in the dark here. It got dark while we were... Sometimes I'll wear bodycon things so you can see and get motivated. I have some before pictures, you guys. Sign up for my newsletter because I think I'm going to make a newsletter and put some before pictures there. Like, shockingly, 2 years ago, I was like, oh my God. Like, Jada and I were looking at them like, yeah. Ta-da. So I love you guys. I'm going to clean up. You don't need to be here for that. Mr. Troll and I, abs of steel, are saying goodnight. A little orange. I will see you soon. That's sweet, you guys. Thank you. And my skin is glowing and there's more, I feel like there's more collagen in it and I'm less puffy and my hair is shiny and growing and my brain's working better and I have more energy. Love you guys. I'll see you soon. Get your authenticity on. You do you. What do you want now? Here's the question. What if ... and picture the possibilities. What if I felt my best in my whole life? What if anything you want? It's so nice to be here with you too, Maya. See you soon. Get your authenticity on. It's gonna be saved. Bye, you guys. Bye, Darla. Bye, Regina.